Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your business to six figures and beyond. Pow! So if I needed a contract, and let's say I'm going to do 5 steps on what to do to look at winning a contract. And so we're going to talk about 5 steps that we can do to win a contract within 2 weeks, okay? Number 1, I am going to go with the Department of Labor. That's the one I'm going to use for today. So first thing I'm going to do with the Department of Labor is step 1, I am going to go into usaspending.gov and see what they spend the most money on. Because if I'm looking at doing the middleman, this might be something that I choose where I'm looking at an industry that the Department of Labor spends more money on. Like, what industry do they spend the most money on? Step 2, then I'm going to look at actually downloading their budget so I can see certain keywords that they use. I'm going to put that on my capability statement because I'm going to make one specifically for the Department of Labor. Step 3, I'm then going to look and see, like, download their org chart. And after I've gone to their budget, which is step 2, I'm then going to download their organization chart. And this is all public information. And I'm going to see who's in charge of what because I want to maybe reach out to key individuals. Step 4, I'm then going to go on to the vendor portal and register with their vendor portal. So I'm going to go into their portal and register because a lot of times when they're looking at doing business, they're going to go directly to their portal. I'm going to give you like 6 steps. The next step I would go through, what I'd say step 6 is looking at events. I know for a fact, Defense Department of Labor has virtual events that are going on from June the 17th to I think July 12th. They're virtual. So go to Department of Labor, DOL, and start looking at some events they're having because then you're going to become familiar with the players on the webinar. You can start reaching out in the chats and start making this rock and roll. And these are the 6 things. I said 5, but I gave you an extra one. These are 6 things that I would do right now to look at winning a contract. And I would look at winning this contract within the next 2 weeks. Now, this is quarter 3, and we're heading to quarter 4. This is the buying season. So don't hesitate. I have people ask me all the time, Miss M, does this work? Yes, it works, but you have to do the work. It is not just like simple. I gave you 6 steps, but there are things that are involved. You have to register. You have to do things. And then I have a list of maybe 17 names that I actually give if you're part of our Facebook group where I'm going to give you maybe a couple where you can follow up, and we give you like an email script on what to say and a phone script on what to do as far as email and what to say on the phone script. So 6 things you can do right now, get busy implementing them, and this way you can look at possibly being on the radar and winning a contract within 2 weeks. Now, when people ask me, what would I do right now today if I needed to pay my mortgage, if I needed to make sure that everything was handled in my home? The very first thing I do is I would look on usaspending.gov and I would look at choosing an agency. Let's see if I went with our department, say if I went to the Department of Labor. And I narrowed down what they actually do. Under usaspending.gov, they give you a list of prime contractors. Now, a lot of them are large. They're big guys like Lockheed Martin and so on and so forth. But you can find some that are winning contracts that might be in your area. What would I do? The first thing I do is look at subcontracting. Absolutely, absolutely. I would look at being a subcontractor, and that would be something I do right away because then I don't have to worry about being put in the system, and I can possibly work with someone. And the next thing I do is to go on to fps.gov and narrow down who has won what contract, pick up the phone, or I would look at definitely sending an email on some things that I could do right now so that I could make sure that I was in the running for winning a contract now, right now. So if that sounds like something you want to learn more about, then guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to go over this step by step by step, and I'm even going to give a couple of phone numbers of small business program office. That's what I call specialists. That's where the specialists are, in the small business program offices, and you can reach out to the specialists. I'm going to give out about 5 or 6 phone numbers. So if you want to know what I always call the eye level, then make sure you join me tomorrow for my GovCon Lunch and Learn, where I'm going to specifically give you information on what you can do to focus on winning a contract with the Department of Labor, give you certain industries that they're looking to hire, and I hope to see you there. So what can you do? Make sure you click the link, sign up. Until next time, be safe and take care. Bye-bye.